The world of filmmaking can be a strange and surreal place, especially when you're a young director and find yourself staring through the lens of a camera only to realize you're puppeteering one of the biggest stars in the game. Are you doing things right? Do they respect you? For M. Night Shyamalan, those questions, and more, were answered by star Bruce Willis after the actor had some high praise for the young auteur following a tense moment during the filming of The Sixth Sense. Speaking with Total Film, via GamesRadar, Shyamalan recalled his time on the 1999 movie ahead of his new release, Trap, sharing a moment between him and Willis that all began with a small note the director had for the megastar. At the time, he wasn't sure how the die-hard actor would respond, and he wasn't waiting around to find out. There was a slightly tense moment in the last thing we were shooting on that Friday where Bruce did a line and I had a note. You never know when that moment happens, when you make or break your career, when you become who you're going to become. I was like 26 or 27. He gave me the ice look, I think we got it. And I went over to him. He was ice. And I whispered in his ear the note. I said, I want you to . He kind of looked at me, and I quickly go, alright, roll sound. Here we go. I didn't even give him a conversation. At that point, things could have gone either way. Willis could have made Shyamalan's life a living hell on set, arguing with the director over every little detail, or he could do the opposite, and recognize the talent Shyamalan possessed, and work with him to make the best movie they could. After all, filmmaking is a collaborative effort when done right, and thankfully for Shyamalan, Willis chose the latter when he called him to his trailer later that same evening. I go up, and I knock on the door, and the door opens. I go, hey, did you want to say something? And he goes, I've only felt this once before. I felt it on Pulp Fiction, and I just felt it now. And then he goes, you've got it, kid. So I said, oh, thanks. He closed the door, and I literally skipped down the sidewalk. But that's who he was. He would test you, and basically say, do you believe in yourself? Because I don't think you do. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't work, you're dead. And it worked. M. Night Shyamalan promises you haven't seen anything yet. Following the success of The Sixth Sense, Shyamalan would go on to direct a number of films and became known as that director who promises that things aren't always as they seem. Unbreakable, Signs, The Village, and The Visit were all films that surprised audiences with their twists and turns that, when looked at from afar, fit seamlessly into each movie to provide audiences with some of the biggest moments in cinema history. His reputation was one where going into his movies you knew what to expect, the twist, but didn't know how you were going to get there, and that's what made watching them so much fun. Shyamalan is looking to further enhance that reputation with the release of Trap later this year, a movie that, on the outside, seems pretty cut and dry when it comes to what the twist is. It's right there in the trailer, isn't it? Josh Hartnett is the serial killer the police are hunting during a concert he takes his young daughter to. Not so fast, Padawan, as Shyamalan has teased that no, that isn't the twist you're looking for. There's still a lot more to come that the trailer hasn't revealed, meaning that when it comes to Trap, you haven't seen anything yet. Trap hits theaters on August 2, 2024, and you can check out the trailer below. The Sixth Sense is available to stream on Max.